So space is expanding at an accelerated rate, and what that means is that the literal nothingness of space is generating more space in between itself at all times. And this generation of more space in between everything is getting more and more and more and bigger, and there's more things being generated. And so, essentially, as of right now, we have our galaxy, which is held together by gravity, right? Everything we have is basically held together by gravity and various other, the four laws of the universe. Look it up. But the expansion of space, caused by dark matter, by the way, who knows what that is, because it's expanding at an accelerated rate, will eventually the expansion of space will eventually expand so fast that gravity itself cannot exist. Gravity will no longer be strong enough to hold any objects together, and so all of the objects, that means all of the atoms that make up everything, will be separated away from each other. So we will all just disintegrate into nothingness, into just dust. And eventually, even the atoms will break apart, protons and neutrons and electrons. And over time, that'll also break apart into the quarks and the other tiny little weird subatomic things. Eventually, we get to what happens in the nothingness, which is particles and antiparticles, you know, pop out into existence away from each other and then pop back into each other because of, the strong force or the weak force or whatever, one of the rules of the universe. So they pop into existence away from each other and then pop back into each other back into non-existence. And so eventually the expansion of the universe will preclude even that. And so the entire universe will turn into just a vaguely weird cloud of particles and antiparticles all flying away from each other from our perspective because of space expansion. And then we will have literally nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Because anywhere that we are, nothing can ever exist. Because anything that exists is immediately torn apart into all of its pieces as the space within its little atoms expands faster than the atoms would even be able to hold themselves together. At that point, I have no idea what would happen.